All right, my people, how y'all doing? Welcome to Vesta Angels Tarot. This is going to be a holiday reading, and it is April the 19th, 2025. I hope everybody is well. So, I decided to put you out a holiday reading, and for the people who may not know or follow, that will be Easter Sunday for the people who does practice that. Okay, so um, even though I don't uh, do that anymore. I know a lot of people still do. So I decided to put y'all out a reading in case you need it. Okay. Um, let's see what comes out. I hope everybody is well. Okay. All right. If you haven't checked the last videos I did, make sure you go up under my live section. And it will show you all of my current videos. The last two was about the Emperor. Okay. It was the Emperor kept coming out. Also on my channel, I do Vedic Sidereal or Jasti. So for that reason, we are officially in Aries season, and that will be April the 15th through May the 15th. Now, if you are still with Tropical Western, then I don't know. I think y'all may be saying y'all going in Taurus now or still in Aries. I don't know. I don't really keep up with it anymore. But with Jasti, it's like a 2 week difference, okay, of the timing of the birthday. So, um, hey Reese, how you feeling, Reese? So, the sun being officially in Aries, not only on my channel, but you will continue to see the Emperor card to come out because that is actually what the sun is. If you actually take a telescope and look, or you can probably view up under that. You know what? What I fail to understand is if you take an actual telescope and or you can, I believe, maybe go up under the cosmic or the almanac or whatever that is where you can view the constellations. It's gonna show the sun up under Aries, but with tropical and western, they still have the dates different to group y'all up under Taurus. But the sun, when you look at it through, I forgot what website that is, where you can actually, view the stars and the moon and stuff like that and see the actual alignment. Because I know down here in Atlanta, Georgia, we have like the Fern Bank that has one of those huge telescopes and stuff like that. But it doesn't match up. So I don't understand how people will actually see where the sun is, where the sun is up under what constellation, but still go by what society say they are based on the day of the birthday that they say they want to group them as. That's another thing that I couldn't really ponder, and that is why I started practicing and following more of Vedic Sidereal, which is the actual placement of your birth chart. Okay, that will negate what actual zodiac sign you are. But I still understand about conditioning. Once we're born and raised, our parents didn't know any better also because they were told and taught and conditioned. And so as soon as you grew up, they say, oh, you're a Taurus, but you're really a Aries. You don't act nothing like a Taurus. You act more like an Aries. Or you're really a Leo, but people call you a Cancer based on a horoscope in the back of a magazine or on a newspaper. Look, I get it. I used to be there myself, you know, but the more I followed my own chart, the more I had a self realization of more who I was and what I am and what I stood for, and actually more of my own destiny according to my right birth placement. Okay? Because a birth certificate It's just a serial number as a recording of your birth to the government. Your birth chart is associated to who you are as a spirit and a soul. So I just wanted to put that out there. Okay, what is this? We have mental conflict, the number two. I guess that's like the two of swords. Um, but speaking of Aries and the sun being there, right? I said it in the last two videos. Um, it's about really making a lot of decisions right now. You also may see, like I said in the other videos, you may see a lot of your managers, supervisors, people that have titles and things like that begin or show very much more aggression, um, wanting to really showcase their power because of the sun being in first house of Aries. Um, you will also hear a lot of people wanting to project their anger, frustration, and confusion upon you. Um, People who have no authority would really want to be like this and trying to, tell you what to do and really project their feelings and their emotions on you. Um, a lot of people right now also may be getting like more hours, bonuses, salaries, job positions, or transition or transformation, like switching of positions, acknowledgement, scholarships, rewards, awards, um, certifications. All of that is like that emperor energy. Okay. Uh, a person also desire going after their desire don't have to be about a love, but it can be a sense of very much determination that some of you would feel these 30 days with the sun loving to be in Aries. And it's also, like I said in the last reading, the sun being in Aries also give off the same energy of the natural house of Leo when the sun is in the fifth house. Both are type of success and rulership, but the only difference with the sun and Leo is more about joy and happiness and contentment. Also can be with family and or children. The sun being in Leo fifth house also is about dating, intimacy, or the act of intimacy, vacationing, traveling and things like that. More of a smile, okay? But when the sun is in Aries, it gives more off of a sense of, yeah, see there? Take the lead. Exactly what I'm talking about, you know. Um, because the sun in Aries is going to give off the energy, should I or shouldn't I? Am I doubting myself? But I feel that courage, that determination, that desire to have it. That's what I want. That's what I want to go after. That's what I want to achieve. That's who I want to be with. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, um, a conflict or needing to make a choice between a person, two people, a job, position, a career, um, whether you're moving, whether you're trying to buy a vehicle, whatever the case may be. Do I still like this job or do I want to quit? Okay. Now is a great time also to be putting in applications because it also will be more favorable with the sun being in the Emperor first house. Um, Also, first house of Aries is all about you. So, tending to yourself more, taking care of yourself, putting yourself first. Um, you're very empathic, you're very nurturing and caring. A lot of us, I include myself in that, tend to put other people first, especially your child or children or certain family members or even your lover or spouse. But some people may have a mental conflict because you want to have some time to yourself. You want to go do something for yourself. You want to put yourself first. Um, One of these days out of 30 days, you may say, hey, I fixed my plate first, and now I'm going to fix y'all plate. when usually it's the other way around. You fix your plate last and you fix the kids' plates. One time is not going to hurt them, you know. And you may not even second guess it. You may just have um that urge to just do your plate and say, hey, hey, y'all, the food is there. Go ahead and make your plate. And they gonna be like, well, you always make it for us. Well, today y'all can do it. You're old enough. Okay. But it's gonna be some type of initiative about you wanting to do something and take time to yourself. So somebody may feel neglected or discounted or ghosted or isolated, some sense of mental conflict, um, and also your personality, your persona, your attitude, your appearance also may come across these next 30 days very differently. What is this? We have the Three of Cups in reverse. All right. If somebody has not been taking the lead, showing effort, they may or may not do it within the next 30 days. Um, but this also can be the mental conflict here, the Two of Swords, where that they are still in a contemplation stage, whether to say, hey, let's be together, or to show some type of initiative. They may or may not have been lately, or even asking you out or asking you out on another date, or saying, hey, I want to see you again, especially in the last past 3 days, 3 hours, or 3 weeks. Or for some of you, even the past 3 months. So some of you may not even have heard from one particular person or a couple of people, or this also can be a job, okay? That maybe you did fill out an application or some type of application for something, a car or apartment or something like that. Um, and you could be wondering, like, what is the confusion? Hey, Miss Linda, how are you? How you feeling, Miss Linda? So now we got the third eye. Okay, so don't overthink this 30 days. Don't overthink it. Be in your power, stay in your power. Um, kind of do you. Because if you flip the coin, this other person also will be kind of doing themselves. Because it's not just because you're watching the reading, it's because the sun is actually in first house of Aries. Okay. So a couple of people may have like their nose tooted up, you know, like they're all that, like they are in control. But somebody here is overthinking. Somebody here is not allowing the downloads or to use their intuition to help them with this mental conflict. That can be you, or it also can be somebody else, or both of you. Okay. I know everybody is not in a relationship and or looking for love. I understand that. And there go the wisdom. Like I said, the wisdom is going to come. The wisdom is going to come. Okay. Um, hopefully that it will come in a timely manner before some of you make a decision for somebody or also for yourself by taking the lead. And did you raise your hand, Miss Linda? Um, before taking the lead, okay, again, with the sun being in Aries, you may just take the lead like the emperor, okay? Because the emperor is going to make the best choice, um, not only for yourself, but for your surroundings, for your environment, for your community, for everybody, okay? Um, so if you're waiting on an intuitive message, it's going to come. Now, um, let me not say nothing just yet. And speaking of the emperor, there he go. I told y'all see me shuffle and put the deck down. You're gonna keep seeing the Emperor on everybody's YouTube that does tarot. It's gonna keep coming out, and they're gonna say, "Oh, you finna get married," and some of you may. Um, but it's more because the sun is in the first house, and the first house again. I remind you, is all about you. So if you flip the coin and you're waiting on a message from somebody that you like, for example, they have to know right now is the time to take the lead and to put their self first and to make a choice for their self. And they could be conflicted about that. Okay? Do I still stay with the other person? Do I still choose the other person, or do I listen to my intuitive um and the wisdom and go new, do something new, take the lead for their self, take control of their life and their decision? Or do they keep mental conflict, listening to friends, being influenced, listening to family members, listening to this ex that they're trying to separate from? You get what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and clarify. And this is your Easter or your holiday reading. And some people may not believe or participate it, so that's why I just titled your holiday reading. Um, as I've gotten older, I just don't understand what bunnies, eggs, and chocolates have to do with Easter, other than society wants you to continue to spend money. Okay. Um, everything is conditioning, right? Allegedly. But, but I bet some of y'all won't be coloring no eggs this year. It's gonna be hard to find an Easter egg hunt, okay? Unless they're using plastic eggs and putting treats inside them, because um, eggs down here are still about $7, six something. How much I spent on them eggs last week? I think it was $8.99 for Eggland's Best for a dozen. I think it was 6 or $8.99. So I bet you ain't be coloring no eggs this year. So we'll see how long that tradition gonna last. We don't know, how long it's gonna take for the eggs prices to go down. How much are they gonna be this year? So some of you, you may have to change up some of your coloring potatoes. You may have to change up your tradition, your dogmas, your principles. You know, as I look at it, third eye, for example, how long can you stay in a certain condition as times get go differently and times get harder? Prices are changing. How long will you be able to continue these traditions and principles uh, that you passed on to your children, or of course what we had as kids and things like that? Some of these traditions, in the future, you may not be able to continue because of the price. So that also may change your viewpoint with the third eye here. You understand what I mean? Because is it that serious to spend $100 on eggs just to color them? They're not gonna eat them, okay? Just to have an Easter egg hunt, and for what? I mean, if you got it like that, then okay. But what sense does that make third eye to wisdom here? So the way things and the world is changing, it is time for us to open our third eye here and to gain and use our wisdom, to take authority, to take charge of your own life, to make up new traditions, principles, and dogmas, and start sharing the love, or understand what love may mean in a different way. Okay? Uh, it is asking you to take the lead here in something. I wonder if that is the Three of Wands. Well, there go the two. Two of Wands. Two of Wands, Two of Swords. Yeah, Two of Swords, Two of Wands. Um, Crossroads. That came out the other day, but it came in reverse. Crossroads, mental anguish, needing to make a decision. Got the blindfold on, not trying to be able to see it, but they know it. Wisdom also can be you. Knowing what they need to do or knowing what you need to do, but failing to make the decision to cut it off, cut them off, quit, move, you know, don't buy this, don't buy that. hmm A choice. And you're getting ready to um, take action, though. That also has been coming out since the past 2 weeks, and almost a couple of readings back to back to back to back. Make sure you go and watch that one. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Like I said, if something don't come through, some of you may take the lead and make a choice yourself. Okay? Somebody may not apologize. Some of you may not want to accept an apology. Um, some of you don't want to work with or to pay attention to a certain situation and or a person. Because I see that you're getting ready to take action to go in a certain direction, but you're second guessing yourself for some of you, or you waiting on some type of omen or download. Okay, epiphany. You got the Hermit here in reverse. So still a lack of wisdom. Does this person like me? Do they still like me? Asking yourself, for some of you, do I like this person enough to give them more than a Page of Pentacles of myself? Are you getting ready to take initiative about a situation? Because you're not stuck. So whatever this is, you've gotten the wisdom, you've seen something, you heard something, you had an epiphany, you gained some type of wisdom. The delay is over, not only for you, but for somebody else here. Also could be, like I said, a company that's wanting to reach out back to you. It could have been some type of delay. Maybe they were looking through applications. Maybe they also had AI with mental conflict here, scrolling through the resumes. Um, if they don't contact you back here with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, take the lead and move on. Okay? They're not the only company. Look at there, King of Swords. They're not the only company out there. Some of you, you know, you will have to talk to somebody though. Whether this is about love, dating, partnership, and or a boss, about a raise, a salary, a job position, switching of hours. Because the King of Swords is all about information, conversation, and willing to be open to use their rhetoric and also their knowledge and wisdom. Okay, so whatever this is, also if this is pertaining to a person, their time is up. And I feel that this also can be your timing that you gave mentally, spiritually to yourself, that if they don't say nothing or do nothing by a certain time period, then you're gone anyway. But maybe you're kind of hesitating a little bit with the Two of Swords, but you got the Two of Wands. Give me something on Two of Wands, please. Because you don't know whether to be, for some of you, optimistic about the future or optimistic about this person or staying in a situation currently. Okay. Ooh. Queen of Wands in reverse. You're not that attracted to this situation and or person, idea, creativity. You're not too attracted to moving forward. It's like some of you want to stay where you're at, but for some of you, it's time to go because the Hermit is in reverse. So you're no longer on the mountaintop. Okay, you done came down. Even your hangman is in reverse. So some type of previous conversation also has already cut you down to let you go. Okay, out of the situation to move you forward. Some type of talk between you and this person. Maybe within the last 9 days. Maybe they did tell you something that was worth something, King of Swords. But due to your own wisdom, you might not trust it with the Queen of Wands coming in reverse. But the Queen of Wands also coming in reverse. I need y'all to get into the sun energy of first house. I need you to go get your hair cut, go get your locks retwisted, uh, trim down the mustache and the beard. I need you to go get it medi petty. Okay, I need you to uh, do something to your hair, wash it, condition it. Okay, come out of the ponytail or something like that. You may do it because it's a holiday tomorrow, but once you kind of get in that energy, you may stay in it within the next 30 days because of the sun there. Taking lead, taking initiative on yourself to also make yourself feel better. Queen of Wands in reverse. You also could be very tired, very lethargic, overeating, a sense of overindulgence. You haven't been exercising. Okay. You haven't been really feeling very much attractive, or turning down also offers of dates or conversations or something like that. You haven't been really feel like nobody around you, Queen of Wands. Now, this can be tomorrow, okay? Or it can be the next 2 to 4 days, the next 2 to 4 weeks. Jupiter soon will be moving into Gemini, Vedic Sidereal, but that's not going to be until the middle of May. So we're going to do a reading about that. Why is the Queen of Wands in reverse? Ooh. Ooh. Some of y'all could just be a Capricorn, but your desire is low. Okay? Your desire for anything, anybody, any situation, moving around, getting up, getting things done. Um, you also don't have a desire to be attached to this particular person, place, material thing, relationship, a person that's trying to talk to you, or somebody you're trying to date, or even for some of you continue a intimate or one night stand type of energy. Okay, I see it here. You know I'm gonna be all up in your business. So if you ain't attracted to the person, even after some of y'all been intimate with this person, then what you waiting on? Look at that. 6 of Wands, Leo energy. You already feel or see that it may not be successful or no type of victory here. Maybe something didn't turn out the way you thought, or this person wasn't all what you thought. But going back to this third eye card here, the third eye is about not listening to spiritual guidance. Okay? And because let me clarify myself. The third eye is about critically overthinking something and not letting your full intuition or intuitive sense, not taking that into consideration at all. Some of you could just be straight King of Swords. But the third eye is coming out for a reason. Knight of Cups. Because some of y'all may have a little inkling, feeling for a situation that it may turn out good. because you have put some type of action into it, whether it's a situation, a process that you're doing, trying to complete. Some of you, you're still at a job, you still like it a little bit, but you haven't left. You see how toxic it is, okay? So you're doing the most to trying to keep yourself detached and not attached to the environment and also the people. This is also what is draining you energetically with the Queen of Wands here, because you're in a toxic environment. You're around toxic people. Um, and you may also feel that you cannot move up in this particular area or place. And or if this is about a person in a relationship, you may understand that this person only see you um as obsessively. Okay, and it can turn some of you off as a Queen of Wands. Whether you're a masculine or a feminine, it doesn't matter. Okay. Knight of Cups to the third eye, though. Some of you have this wisdom to with your third eye. Remember, your third eye is our spiritual eye. Okay. So some of you may only see a situation right now as King of Swords with your regular two eyes. Which, okay, Vesta, that ain't helping. Well, I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help, Pooh. Come on here, let's get it. Some of the people that did like you or seen you very attractive at work may not pay you, look at their judgment, may not pay you any attention anymore. Um, because they may actually take action now. So if you got, I hate to use the word stalker, but if you got somebody that you think been crushing on you or something like that, and you had no idea, they may actually say something or do some type of act of kindness to you. So we got failure in reverse, so that is success. And somebody here is not wanting to make a judgment call. Two of Swords to the Two of Wands. Whatever this is, by you not making a judgment call about it, it's not going to just go away and fall off. Mm-mm. It's not. So, you may have to say something and continually to do something or have that last conversation or something like that, King of Swords. Okay, you know, you may need to talk to, like I said, a supervisor, a manager, a CEO. This can be like a landlord. This can be a judge, a court, a doctor. The King of Swords is all about anybody that may have letters or titles. A scholar, a professor, you know. King of Swords, somebody in the rent office. King of Swords is somebody who's over a process of something. Okay? Whether it's something material, your health, the doctor, you know, something in your community, a manager or something. Okay? But a conversation will happen. And then for some of you, you'll be through with it. Because you then will be moving on to your success, or you will be moving on to end this. Like, be through with it. You're moving on, Two of Wands. Okay? Or you're going to quit, finish, and that's going to be the conversation. Okay? So, whether this is going to be failure or success, that's going to be up to you. Also, this person that some of you may be talking to, they don't have any admirers right now. If some of you, if you're wondering that, ain't nobody paying them no attention. Whoever that they had, you know, thinking about them and all that, um, they're only doing it as a way of a sense of attachment. But that soon will be over too. Okay? But like I say, we not leftovers. So don't wait around for somebody to see their addiction. Don't wait around to be the leftover pick because you're waiting on somebody to end something else, and because Six of Wands in reverse, they don't have anybody admiring them, obsessed over them, and everything like that. Mm-mm. No. We're not, no, we don't. Sometimes we eat leftovers, but we not leftovers. We not standbys. Okay? We not fill-ins unless you're getting a fill-in. No. Okay? Codependent, obsession, restraint, possession, control, and emotional block. The emotional block is coming from the pride. Now, even if this is you, you could be emotionally blocking your success because you don't want to take action or make a move on something. Okay? You don't desire it, you don't want it. You feel that it could be like a control mechanism, like somebody's trying to make you do something. Um, some of you also, because of your pride, you don't want to become obsessed in a relationship or dating process, or even getting back together with some of you if this is an ex. But pride and ego, some of you may be Pisces, they may be Pisces. What is in Pisces? Oh, Saturn. Mm-hmm. Cut it down, cut it out, separation, stopping the pattern, and silent treatment. Well, the King of Swords is here, so I don't see if it has been a silent treatment. Somebody is going to speak up. Even like I said, if this is a company, a supervisor where you're working, whatever the case, a co-worker, somebody you're dating, a ex, if you don't got them blocked, okay? Um, Somebody also may feel that you're cutting them out, that you're separating yourself because you're taking charge as the emperor by the sun being in first house right now, and you're stopping this pattern. So you could be kind of more quiet than usually because you're noticing the obsession within yourself and the situation itself. Okay? And so you could have your pride up right now. Ain't nothing wrong with that if you don't usually be that way. And again, like I say, it's because of the highlight around the crown here. Okay? Because the emperor energy is going to make us feel like we need to be in charge of our own life, our own patterns, our own decisions. When we want to talk, we'll talk. You ain't finna make me. I'm in a giggly mood. Y'all ignore me. Okay? Y'all better get like me and don't apologize. Okay? Healing hearts. Healing the heartbreak, toxicity. Who is y'all connected to with all this toxicity and addiction and abusive relationship? Y'all don't watch my channel and get the foresight. What is going on? And who is this that is trying to attach themselves to you? Even if this is a toxic company that you're having to deal with, or the pattern of a oh my gosh. Because even the devil card here is saying they too much, or this is too much. Mm-hmm. All right, let's end this. Okay. Peace. Oh no. The golden mirror. You said I don't know. I don't know either. Ooh, a snake. Um, charmed or used, enable, and boundaries. Boy, y'all throwing up boundaries. I did a reading. Yeah, did I do a reading yesterday? Yeah, I did. Y'all act like I've been gone for like a couple of days. What is going on? Y'all got the girl coming out with the snake. Somebody feeling used, or you're charming somebody. And you know, when you charm somebody, you're giving toxic energy. Okay? You're giving toxic energy as a sense of enabling somebody to get addicted or obsessed to you when you use charm. I ain't never said that before. But somebody also could be doing you this way, and they think they got you. Because they're, see, that first house, that sun in Aries, is that narcissist energy. And have I been being a narcissist the past couple of days? Probably have. Which I usually don't. But it's the sun in Aries, so a little bit of everybody is being narcissist. Love bombing, self-absorbed, and one-sided. If somebody has been being one-sided to you, um, separation is gonna come anyway because it's gonna be an imbalance. Okay, and Venus is direct, and she don't play that. So yeah, look at that three. I'm finna go because I am not trying to be. Look at it, Two of Cups in reverse. Just cut it out and cut it off. What is going on? Let me end it with a. I need to find a soothing oracle card for y'all because some of y'all got some stuff going on. Good grief. Surrender to what is. Surrender to a miracle that some of y'all may not thought that you can cut this off and finally separate. I know this may not be for everybody. Okay. But there is a miracle coming. Look at that. More obsessed than another damn snake. Y'all know I don't like snakes now. Surrender your desire, that word desire again, to control people. Who is trying to control you, or somebody is trying to control you, trying to control somebody. But to be more effective, it say to achieve your goal, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. Because if you really do want it, somebody got to have death to the ego. And I tell y'all this for years and years and years and years, that is 12th house of Pisces, where addictions and stuff like that is. So somebody could be over smoking, over drinking, doing allegedly street paraphernalia stuff, over the counter stuff, um, intimate acts also with the devil card here as a way of toxicity, or trying to do that as a way of bonding. Also using intimate act as a way of codependency. That itself leads to toxicity. It also can emotional block somebody because they're using intimate act as a way, as a sense of codependency. Well, I need you for intimacy, but I don't really desire you, or I don't want to commit. You know how one night stands and stuff like that is, but it can be repetitive. And that also can emotionally block you. Okay? Yes? It's still saying go with the flow instead of trying to fight it. So if it's about to end, break up and separate, let it do it. Okay? But somebody here though needs to have death to the ego so that love can happen. But they may not be doing it because they're love bombing, or they're too egotistical, narcissistic, and one-sided and self-absorbed. Damn. That's rude, but it is what it is. Okay? Maybe some of y'all need to see what it is. And it may start to stress you out. Take a few deep breaths and exhale. And this also could be the other person that is still going through this. And some of y'all may be like, I'm good. I'm in that boat. Raise a hand. Okay? So, whatever, the more that somebody keep trying to control a situation to not have it, it's going to continue to stress them. I don't know if they know it or not. Third eye chakra up there. But their intuition is telling them, like, why are you trying to emotionally block something? And you putting yourself more up under stress because you're being narcissistic. Surrender to what is. So this person may actually like some of you, but they're trying to control the narrative. Okay? And yeah, we don't flow like that. And so you will get cut off by trying to control the narrative anyway, but they soon will learn that, okay? I don't mind by using me as an example, but that don't mean that I'm actually going through that. But I can't really talk to y'all like y'all sitting right here, so I use myself as an example. Surrender the idea that you can fix somebody. Y'all can't fix this person, so stop trying to control that, number one, because it's going to bring you more Three of Swords and more stress. Mental conflict was already up here. If the connection haven't happened, then either it's supposed to end, it will end, or it will flow together. Now, the situation is somebody here is still fearful of getting their heart broke again, but that's the point of surrendering the ego to let whatever is happen. Third eye chakra. Let go of the fear, okay? Stay in the moment, or somebody needs to stay in the moment and focus on solution and celebrate every baby step forward. And whatever you're doing, whatever you're trying to accomplish or get done, even though it may, don't surrender to stress, but you can control your stress, but you may not can't fix the situation, okay? You fix the situation by surrendering to what is. If it's supposed to end, okay. If they like you, if they can't surrender the ego and being a narcissist and self-absorbed and surrender to their fear and let the miracle happen, then the vibration and frequency gonna take them on away anyway. Okay? The same about you. If it's something that you're dealing with materially, um, hold yourself accountable. Okay? By realizing that you're trying to be controllable. You're trying to control something that needs to flow, and you can't stop water, right? A dam can hold water back for only so long, but if the water really wanted to, it's going to bust down the dam anyway. Water is the strongest force in this universe. You can't stop water, period. Okay? Water is the most strongest force it is, because once it get going, can't nothing stop it, right? um I don't know what to tell y'all about you and y'all person or whoever, but oh shoot. But I was a little tired, but every time I get on here, my energy change. Let's get a timing card. But this is for your holiday reading tomorrow. Of course, I will be back on tomorrow. Okay, but I want to put this out as foresight for you in case you need to know. I know a lot of places may be closed because of the holiday, but it may not stop from somebody from contacting you. Also, a lot of people may be around family that has control issues, codependent issues, addiction, so it may be a lot of drinking. Oh yeah, it's 420 tomorrow. If you don't know what 420 is, Google it. So this is why also these addiction cards are coming out. Don't let nobody try to control you and put you into a situation where that you are obsessively drinking, smoking. You grown, do what you want to do. But it's a lot of addiction cards here. Okay, and you can't stop and you can't fix nobody. They need to take charge of their self. Not in this lifetime. So it will be in this timing period. Today, it's almost 12 o'clock. Oh, what the world? Before July. Well, that's also in the timing of when Rahu and Ketu move, which will be the end of May. It's not worth waiting for. Ooh. We're in April. So between today and tomorrow, something is going to uh I don't even know what to say. Look at that, tomorrow. What is going on for today? Nothing for me, cause I'm finna go to bed. But for some of you that's still gonna be up and out because it's a holiday weekend, in the next few weeks, we also got lavender here again with the purple. Bottom of the deck is before May. What is okay? So something is going to or need to happen, transpire, be talked about, conversation, cut off. Somebody needs to acknowledge something. Somebody needs to come out of fear. I doubt that that will happen, to be honest with you. Um, Before today or tomorrow. For some of you, it may. It could just be the conversation. Okay, and this person may, or you may talk narcissists, and they're going to be very one-sided. Remember, because the sun is in first house of Aries. Okay, it may not particularly mean that that person is like that, but like I say, everybody's going to be a little narcissist and egotistical because the sun is in Aries. How far will you allow it and pay attention to it is going to be up to you and your particular situation. But, you know, it's a lot of addiction and codependency and fear and things like that here. Um, and you can't fix anybody. So this person needs to fix their self. You need to fix your own issues. Also, some of you could be trying to control the situation on how much you give, how much you're not giving, what you're going to receive and what you're not, when you want to, be close to this person and when you don't. Just rewatch the reading, pay attention, read the cards, and because this is a lot, okay? I'll be on here another hour, but pretty much y'all understand what's going on. I just feel that the conversation will take place in the next couple of days. For some of you, it might have been today. And this person is still in their ego. So, for that reason, it may not be until May 15th that this person start to more awaken and for you to get more of the answer that you're looking for. And then you probably will be able to make a mental decision either to stay or to leave. Okay? All right. We're finished here for tonight. Thank you so much. I will be back tomorrow on the holidays. You don't have to attend. It'll be there for when you get a chance to listen or to watch. Because it's my job to put it out there for you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.